like this bad boy's firing up here. Alright, we got that. Hang on, hang on. Alright, just getting everything set up just exactly right. Alright. Add a couple clicks. And voila. Alright, fiesta time. Who's ready to party? Looks like we got J-Ski, we got David Gray, Braden, Alexander, Michael, Mudmaster, Colin, Mikhail. What up? Welcome everyone. Yesterday we streamed through the PS4. Today we're back to the computer, so if anything's sounding off in terms of sound or anything, let me know. Very tough for me to identify that. How's everyone doing? Got a little bit of Sunday scary action. Mostly just going to be grinding through the missions here. I think we got a pretty big week coming up. I believe we got our little Russian destroyer coming out this week. And the Kriegsmarine. Maybe we'll check them out. They're getting, well, a lot of different ships should be getting affected by the armor rework. But I think it's primarily going to be those ships, so. Playing ranked. Oof. God have mercy on your soul. A lot of people are telling me they're finishing up rank, which is really good. I don't even know what I'm on. I think it's level 7 or so. Yeah. This ranked, I haven't really dropped down, but I've been stuck at like rank 8 or 9 for the last couple sessions. We got Bray. Hello, hello. Sounds good so far. Alright, cool. Just woke up. Alright, well, glad to have everyone tuning in. Appreciate that very much. I think we'll just jump right into it. Oh, yesterday we ended on the Nassau with a with a firm fisting. I think maybe we'll bust out the Arkansas here and get this thing going. Alright, so this is a ship I got out of one of those crates. I never noticed that horizontal bar running through the command tower before. Interesting. Skipping ranked. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably going to end up trying to grind it out, but my God, is it frustrating. As we're getting set up here, shout out to Brody yesterday for becoming a member. Those of you that are Sims members, the channel, I do have the new video posted for this latest edition of that. It's a pretty dominating game in the Oba where we ended up taking out 2/3 of the enemy health, so if you're part of that group and you haven't checked it out, it should be available on the community tab. Can we play? If you can get in. Bogart. Yeah. Last night was kind of rough with just regular games. Oh, really? Well, yeah, you never know on the weekends. Finally managed to catch the stream. Welcome. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like we got tier 4s. Another Founders Edition Arkansas. That could be a seal clubbing pirate we gotta work or keep an eye out for. A couple of New York / Texases. Yeah, okay. Let's see what happens. switch the guns over there. I was initially planning on turning left here, but this island right here is... let's play the angle. It's going to take a minute to turn those guns around, so we're kind of committed here. But we can, by having this island right here, we can disengage from any heat that happens to show up. We're going to be broadside to targets at sea. But as long as you keep that in mind, that's alright. Got a doogie right off the bat. Let's see if we can send him back to hell. Yeah, got him. So we got 1 pen, 3 overpens, and that 4k damage. What's up, Mopar? Am I gonna do some rank? Possibly. We'll see. We'll see how things are going here. The problem is I can't possibly play ranked without getting seriously pissed off. Oh. Looks like that guy just took a shot. Oh, nice play. Alright, so he killed the DD that killed him. So this... Here's our Arkansas. Let's try and blast this guy. The problem to reset B, I gotta back up to reset these 2 battleships there. I don't know if I want to get that close to 2 battleships and have these guys have access to the broadside. Shit. There he is. Wait for that smoke to clear. Let her rip. 1080p ever going to be available? Maybe. Baby seal clubbing. Maybe I'm the baby seal today, we'll find out. Just kind of hoping for a little bit more zing on that shot. Alright. So it looks like we're going to go down 2 bases, which could be an issue. Let's try and get that guy off if we can. Alright, then these guys are coming through. We're going to... Oh, looks like you got him. So rather than... Right now I'm exposed to everyone that's remaining on their team. So we're going to reposition on the other side of this island. See if we can't ding these guys up a little bit. Got Stylo in the house. What's up? Legal seal clubbing, yeah. I usually play 1 tier 3 match a week, assuming there's a win achieved. This is probably my favorite one. I like Yubari, Owaki. There's a lot of fun tier 3 ships. It's just you gotta be a little respectful of the new players. This guy, on the other hand, let's get a big juicy salvo on him here. Alright, not bad. Like about 40% of his health, give or take. Some people spec this Arkansas out for a full secondary build, which I guess is fun. You'd have to put Lee in it. Lee can't shoot any better than Dewey, which is to say you can't shoot at all. Let's try and damage him a little bit. Alright. So this Doogie we could actually probably kill with the secondaries. Problem is we're pushing into a crossfire now. We got this guy on our right, this guy on our left, and then we do have to angle against this New York as well. So a little bit aggressive on the positioning. HE salvo, music to my ears.
The ship is on fire.
Let's try and hit the turrets. Nope. He got our turret. So we're up 2 ships, yes, but if these guys kill me, you know, these are a lot of strong battleships that are still here. Now we're centrally located on them now, which is a bit of an issue.
Problem solved, sir.
This guy's... They're new players, I'm not going to be too hard on them. If you shoot a HE salvo on a battleship at me at that range, when I got this angle presented to you, I'm not really going to give you a lot of respect. Granted, apparently I can't damage him, which is fine. Are they buffing turpits again? I think, yes. The saga of how this all went down, it was maybe a month and a half ago. I saw a post somewhere from Sailing Robin, one of the Wargaming representatives. And he said they finally... He basically worded it as, we finally figured out what's going on with the Bismarck and the turpits. Let's try and get this guy out of here. And so, I think... I don't know, I'm not a programmer, I don't understand a lot of that stuff, but I think what's basically happening is only one layer of armor is responding to being shot right now. And see, we're down, or we're tied right now. This is actually probably going to be a loss. Only one armor's responding, so like, and the order could be out of order, so it seems to me like actually the turtleback might be blocking some shots, but the outside armor isn't, or whatever. So I expect the armor's performance of a lot of different ships to change. How am I not dead right now? I've been trying to back up for about 3 minutes. There's your fucking shot. Why this guy's shooting his guns, we'll never know. It's a little bit early to be planning on winning on points right now, especially with the tightening of the score. Alright. Guess we'll have to shoot this guy. Full health Koenig, why don't you fucking tank a shot for me? Streaming at 720? It should be, I think it should be 18. I don't know. It shouldn't be 720, I don't think. But anyway, yeah, I think the turpits should be boosted. I actually expect these German battleships, the tier 7 ones that have been criticized, to be quite a bit stronger. Alright, we gotta get rid of something. I don't want to flip my guns around here, but I think we're gonna have to. The problem is if I flip them and then this guy torps them, I'm gonna waste a minute doing that. But, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that salvo. This guy getting that close and shooting is just a disaster. And then I don't know why... I said I don't know why I'm still alive earlier, and I don't know why this guy is still alive. Jesus. Alright, there goes our destroyer. Good old tier 3 accuracy. That New York should win that fight. We should be able to beat this guy, especially if he's turning broadside. And then this guy's running for the hills, so... Alright. That ended up working out. Somewhat surprisingly. Yeah, I'd agree with Rocketfish. Wouldn't call it a buff necessarily. They're just fixing an issue that was kind of undiagnosed with how the game was performing. So I don't know the caliber of these Arkansas guns, but I think shooting these in the side, you can see we're missing a lot of shots, but we got a block and a pen there. And the American battleships, especially the Dreadnought ones, you got the side at the water lines where they're most heavily armored, so... Our team actually did a good job of pulling that one out of the trash. I didn't think we were going to win that one. But as we close in, of course, the penetration values go up.
Our victory is in
The Arkansas is kind of a brawling type of battleship. Bismarck Ram builds, yeah, if you want to bust out Deutsche Dewey. Alright, Chief. I'm gonna just aim up since he's slightly angled in. Fuck it. It's not that angled. Alright. Call that one a win. Do I think the Bismarck's going to shape up the meta? That's a very interesting question. I think we'll see a lot more of them, and I think they'll be more effective. Yeah, for instance, once I get these promotion orders today, I'm going to put them all into hide and get him up to level 11. Assuming I have enough, just to get him rolling. My German battleship upgrade was, like, dead last of my priorities, and now I'm going to boost it up just to make sure I have a ideal captain to check these ships out. I mean, like, right now, let's take a look at the German battleships. Where are they? So basically, Nassau, you can't really citadel. Koenig, you can't really citadel. Kaiser, you can't really citadel. Bayern, you can't really citadel. Gneisenau, Scharnhorst, you can't really citadel. These two, you can citadel left and right. And so I think they're just going to join the ranks of this. So due to the tanky nature of this, I think if you don't have Hyde, Celiax could be a good option. Von Hipper, definitely going to be way more accurate, so a little bit nicer for your sanity. But that extra heal could go quite a long way. And then Hyde, of course, is kind of a hybrid. Let's see where I'm at here. I got 38 already, so you need 68 to get someone from 0 to 11, which is kind of the sweet spot for commanders. You'll get both your inspirations, and you'll have the first perk maxed if you can get Legendary 1. Level 12, you get the first 2 perks maxed, at least on terms of what you can put in with promotion orders. And yeah, this should be a strong build. I'll probably test this thing out too. Don't waste promotion orders on Heidi's crap. Yeah, none asked me to ask Wargaming how this thing was performing, Alidad. And I asked them, and the response was kind of like, oh boy, that's going to take some digging. Let me get back to you. And then it's been crickets. But basically, if you go back to my AP video that I put up last week, I mentioned briefly the angles, auto bounce angles, chance to pen angles, and then guaranteed, or not guaranteed pen, but guaranteed to not bounce angles. And these are just affecting those positively. At least that's how they're supposed to work. None doesn't suspect or suspects it's not working properly. Hey, Werman, what's up? Just unlocked the Edinburgh. Yeah, the 30mm bow armor is, if you understand it and use it, you can basically rush the shit out of anyone. I mean, it might very well be a waste of points. What's the downside, though? I mean, Hipper, for the way I play it, this base trade, I don't give a shit about it. And you get the accuracy builds here. Now, this is nice, but it's not massive. Celiax, this is a decent base trade. You get increasing the damage. And of course you get the heal, but there's no accuracy here. No accuracy. Go back to your saying none from this last week. I quoted it yesterday in the stream. If you can't hit something, you can't pen it. If you can't pen it, then you can't damage it. Or I think you worded it in the opposite order. So if this guy can't hit shit, then what's the point? This guy can, at least on paper, hit shit. And he's got the extra heal. Base trait's good. And you're increasing the ship's hit points by probably 4%, but you get him around 11. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm going to try him. If he's dog shit, he's dog shit. Celiax and extra heal, much better. What's the extra heal? I mean, you get the extra heal on both of them. Right? Master Mechanic. I don't know. That's my plan anyways. I mean, then I'll have 3 German commanders at level 11 or 12, and we'll be able to test them out. But, again, there's going to be other ships just besides German battleships that are going to be buffed, probably, if you want to call it that. Alright, what do you want to see for Tier 4? We got Grimmy, we got Kami, we got Texas, we got Marblehead. Got a mission for 2 Azure Lane crates. Yeah, get those done by the time the season's over. Those are pretty valuable. Slanging some freedom, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are saying they run hide, but none's pretty adamant. So, let's see. And then another thing, I got the, I got Tanaka, obviously, but I got this Hellsinger guy. I want to get him going at some point. I need about 700 more promotion orders. Then we can really test out some stuff. Why don't we try the Kamikaze? Yeah. Up Styles, Marble. Oh, we're getting votes for everything. Kami, Grammy. Can't stand the Grammy. Teams are kind of crazy, yeah. That's what's up, Papa? The teams are always crazy. Alright, well, we're getting even votes across the board here. Yeah, World of Iowas. Yeah, this should definitely help with the ecosystem. I mean, the German battleships have a distinct function to play. They're kind of more... They still want to do the same thing, hold lanes and project power, but they want to do it closer range, so... And basically be able to take out the enemy battleships, which I kind of think of as a rook in terms of the game. Shit. Well, we just did Texas, so, or... Why don't we... Let's bust out the Kami, see how that goes. Texas Alpha. Everyone wants an Iowa and only a small fraction can play well. I don't think that's ever going to change. I mean, there's a lot of players from whatever country they're from. If they're represented in the game, they just want to play their ships first, at least. And I'm sure a lot of players are from America. They're like, oh, battleships look fun. I'll go get the Iowa. Zimpus. Thanks for subbing. If you're new to the channel, you're probably not aware that I'll butcher every single person's screen name, but did Rage quit today? What were you playing, ranked? The one thing I do like about Tanaka, you get an extra engine boost, so I can always deploy kind of right off the bat and get in there. What do we got? We got a Mutsuki and a T-22. I'm not massively afraid of either of those. Karlsruhe, Furutaka, Emerald, all fairly dangerous. And those battleships, we can potentially one-shot all of them, so... Not bad matchmaking. We'll see if we can do something not completely stupid here. Brawler and extra heal. Yeah, you might be right. I want to have the flexibility to test them all out. For me, in terms of builds and picking out what's the most effective, I think the German battleships have always been the most kind of intriguing and less obvious, I guess, at least in my opinion, as to what's the best route. I think there's a lot of different options. Kuma, might be a straight liner. If I can get rid of a cruiser right off the bat, that'd be ideal. What is this? Mutsuki. Mutsuki might spot those torps, which would be a problem. Kamikaze, if you're unfamiliar with it, it reloads torps every 3 seconds. So it's a bit of a problem for anyone playing against it. Come on, baby. You ain't turning. What did he accelerate past? You little fuck. Cruisers are obviously a lot harder to torp than battleships, but... Actually, I should have put that new Otago guy on as an inspiration here. I think the one downside of the Japanese torps is they appear on the screen relatively quickly, usually several seconds before some of the other nations. But if you can cut that down with that Otago inspiration, this guy might change his speed because he's getting a lot of fire. Oh, his engine's busted. Alright. Oh, this guy's trying to suicide our battleships, so we're gonna commence with discouraging them to do so. This guy might turn in on us, he might stop where he is. I do want to get this thing out of here if possible. That fucker just got sonar, I was just about to mention. Which could be the end of the game. They can't kill that fucking thing. Alright. Nice shot. Bounced him. So, I mean, it's worth, you know, these short fuse British cruiser AP. You can angle against it. Yeah, let's try and... Wyoming should be able to kill that guy, but the emphasis is on the word should. Do I want to trust him or not? There's another Arkansas. I wonder if that's the same guy. No, the last one was the Founders. That guy died. What the fuck happened? Thought he was like relatively full health. Alright, this is a problem. So we're gonna have to gun him down. I was actually dropped from spot, but any of these cruisers that have the sonar, I mean, you gotta get rid of them. That's kind of as the battleship. If you can get rid of your cruisers, then your destroyers can go to town, keep you alive. Come on, guys, hit a shot, please. All right. He might be looking down sights. I was gonna say, if he's going forward, he's gonna run on the edge of the screen, but you never know with these guys. Celiax and JoJo. 75-kilometer torp speed, yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, you have a great speed, but it's balanced out by the visibility, which actually does... I think, if I recall, the Japanese destroyers do have the longest reaction time that we currently have. So, yeah, they're coming in hot. I mean, what the speed's really doing is making them get on target sooner, so they're less likely to dodge randomly like that Koning did. But once the torps actually appear on the screen, then they're a little bit easier to dodge at that point. What the fuck? I don't think that plane was that close. Let's see what he does.
Concentrate fire on the designated
Emerald great ships for weekends, yeah. I could definitely see that. I mean, when I ground out that ship, I thought it was pretty good.
reporting the position of a strategic target.
For a tier 4 cruiser, at least. Yeah, get him with a... Ooh, that's a bit of a chunk there. So we had 10k, 10k, and then 6k. That means that section was probably mostly saturated. Most of that HP was down. So we're gonna get less damage out of there, and then eventually you'd get 0 damage. God, this fucking plane. Trying to get some of these ships off the board here. I'm requesting assistance. Yeah, that guy actually does need help. Sorry, Chief. I can't do anything for you. I need to get... I could get B for relatively cheap. Oh, yeah.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Let's get B, and then if we can flip C, the game should be over. Look at these... What the fuck is this? You got 3 full health ships. Are they AFK or what? One of them's moving.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Alright, so we got this back northwest corner on lockdown. Strategically, completely worthless. But we do have it on lockdown, so... God damn it! This plane has just been following me around.
Engine boost activated.
Alright. So he should... If he doesn't turn out of that... Alright, he turned. My god. I'd almost rather that these guys aren't playing as opposed to playing that bad. I mean, I understand this is a low-tier game, but... Shit.
Smoke generator started.
I want to torp these guys. This is one of those times that I wish you could kill your own team. I mean, we could pretty easily... That plane is coming back. We could pretty easily lose this. Oh.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the target.
Yeah, he's gonna spot the torps. He's probably got sonar on, which means I should be dead within about 10 seconds here. What the fuck? Kill that guy. Thank you. Torps back up. Gonna put them all right on that thing. So this is the speed. Those are basically on target. Not long after launch. That guy, he's probably seeing them right now, but there's not a lot he can really do. That should dev strike him, hopefully. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Damn it. Alright, he didn't shoot at me.
Engine boost deactivated.
Ooh. Alright, so now he's a little bit fucked because he's on reload. His secondaries might ding me up. His primaries might ding me up. Now he's dead. I was gonna say he's what am I getting spotted by? Oh. As long as I can survive that, I can rush him and torp him from 2 feet away. Alright, we're just gonna get out of here. This plane has been spotting me. Don't have a lot of HP to play with. We have a destroyer that's been unspotted the entire game. Could be AFK. Could be a major ninja. Not all destroyers are as OP as the Kami. Yeah, it's... No, this is definitely a strong ship. I mean, the main strength is the torp reload. It's got very good concealment as well. It's not a lot of downsides. The guns are comparable to the Mutsuki, which is the downside of the ship, or the main downside. But yeah, it's definitely a strong ship. It's really good at what it does, which is torping shit. It's not good at dealing with other destroyers. Oh. Oh. Alrighty, put the flood up. These fucking guys... There's no way they're playing the game right now. Are they all buffing the Deweys? I saw one of them moving earlier. Alright. I'm not gonna let that get me off my game here. It's... There's no way they're playing, right? This guy's shooting. Okay, so we know one of them's playing. These guys, there's no way they're playing. They can't be that dumb. Can they? You expect the Russian nation to come next? That would definitely... That's probably my leading pick. But there's a lot of different options. We'll see what happens. Alright. I mean, maybe their destroyer... Maybe this game had a bunch of disconnects or something. I don't know. It's kind of... not very likely to me that there's a player playing a Tech Tree Tier 4 destroyer that's managed to stay unspotted the entire game. Unless he's sitting... What the fuck is this? There he is. This has got to be the dumbest game I've ever played in my entire life. Alright. I'm just going to put the controller down. Yes, they can. Some people have been having connection problems. Yes, I understand that. I hope that's what it is. But I don't understand how the smoke would be deployed if that was a connection error. These two... There's no way they had to have been disconnected. I don't know. Whatever. Dewey buffing 101. I mean, I don't know if you get disconnected. Maybe he was like pushing the smoke button and then deployed a smoke, the game disconnected. Then he kept sailing in a straight line, and then due to the fact that he was pushing the smoke button when he got disconnected, it was like permanently pushed. And so when the smoke got reloaded, he was humping this back line and the smoke went off again. Maybe that's possible. What I was planning on saying was I think if he's AFK, he's just probably sitting back there. But then I turn around, there's an active smoke cloud, so... You just never know these days. Nothing would ever surprise me. There's a splash! Did you see that, or am I going crazy? I thought I saw a splash, like he shot. Let's see if he's got 0 points or 100 points. What's his name? Bib Mujik. Gotta smoke up before they bump the doing it. Need a little privacy back here. Alright, if there's a bunch of zeros, then we'll know they disconnected. So we had 2 on our team. Alright. This guy was active. He was just smoking up so nobody could see him back there. And then he must have had a little bit of an accidental discharge when we saw that splash. Alright, well, whatever. So we were down 2 ships. And we still won that pretty handily. Halsey's better. Yeah, I think I prefer Halsey. Both of them look really good. I don't think you can go wrong with Burke, but I run Halsey. The twisted track, combined with the fact that I think that's your main job as a USN destroyer. We haven't played the Mutsu for a while. Let's bust this little boy out and see what happens. It's the game. Yeah, well, hopefully we don't run into any issues. I actually recorded a video of my game lagging and sent it to those guys, and they had me ping their servers through my computer and then track the signal. And they said they were having some problems with something called ISP Thalia, located in the UK. So if the pathway that your signal was getting to their server happened to go through there, that's what he thought was causing a lot of the issues. I don't know anything about computers or programming, so the stream is filthy. Yeah. I can't be responsible for what the other players are doing, though.
Starts.
Alright, so Mutsu, I can't even remember. This thing has really bad deck armor. You can burn the hell out of it. Nagato guns, basically, with, like, less effective shells. In terms of penetration, accuracy, not great, but if you can get these shots to land, this is a tier 5, tier 4 game, so we can potentially do a lot of damage if we can convince these shells to actually hit. Might aim up on this guy.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Bring it. Oh,
All stations reporting the
got me
position
right
of
in the
the
ass.
target.
Do I want to angle in or out? Should have made this decision 30 seconds ago, but I think we're going to angle out. We got a destroyer on D. That's kind of the main consideration. We need to begin getting away from that. Look at this blob. Let's see, these firing angles are pretty decent coming off the rear. Oh, there's the torps. So I mean, even an angled ship, and the Queen Elizabeth does fairly well angled. You know, just hitting that superstructure into the deck. 10k. Pretty decent salvo there. Yeah. Got no one that's really looking capable of dealing with this destroyer, which could be an issue. Utsuki or Icarus? Okay. This guy's backing up. Decent. There he is. Icarus, okay.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
There we go. Teammates said shoot destroyers. Oh! That was nasty. Oh, let's get this queen out of here if we can. Nice shot, whoever took it. Might have been the queen. Ooh, and he goes down. Alright. So we're getting pushed back, which means they're going to have all the objectives, which means we're probably going to lose the game. But let's see if we can change that outcome. Oh, he turned. Good turn. Grasp B. Yeah, we could play that if we don't win this one. It's kind of a goofy ship. I don't love it. There's a lot of players that really do love that ship. I just tend to like ships that are reliable in what they're there to do. Yeah, that's a shot right there. Congo-san. Come on, give me the emerald. Look out! Jesus. This is not going well. See, I'm not helping the problem, and there's not a lot we can really do because of these destroyer threats. But we're kind of holding behind the objectives, which isn't how you win the game. This guy's doing a, every time I try and shoot this cargo, he angles in, which means he's doing a good job. Just a destroyer just shot.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Alright. Done turning. So that looks like a bounce to me. Let's try. We gotta take the shot. Well, 3 overpens. This guy I'm not really concerned about. Torpedo. I forgot I had torps in this thing. This thing spits out torps every 2 seconds. Well, now we lost one of the launchers, but normally you get 2 single-shot salvos that reload every 20 seconds. It's a good tool to have. It's definitely not something you want to rely on. Do I burn the heel there? Thank you. Where are you going? Get on D, please. By thunder, I can't do anything useful except for complain. Just fucking get on D, or C, or whatever the hell it is. No one's got smokes, Chief. Jesus. These people, man. The funny thing is we're only down 150 points, which is a little surprising. Yeah, if you guys could go ahead and kill that thing, that'd be nice.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
Where are these torps? They're there. It's not dead ahead.
Torpedoes direct front.
Need a navigator that knows what the hell he's talking about. So here we're gonna actually probably hit this torp. Should be kind of funny. Yeah, 4 battleships dealing with the destroyer. Kind of depends on how the destroyer plays. Fuck.
Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes. All forces capture that area. Hull breach. We're taking critical engine damage.
There you are, you little shit stain. We really gotta take this guy out.
Problem solved, fire on the enemy warship. Torpedoes direct front.
Come on. Cannot hit that. There we go. This is a little hot. Luckily that dude in the corner's holding down the fort down there. Thank you. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, what a disaster that was. Set us. Horse bites, great grouse. Yeah, those are both quality ships. Mutsu, I like playing it. It's just not the most reliable beast. T-61 is pretty strong. Let's play. Let's bust out the Warspite. We haven't played this one for a while. About to unlock the Fiji. Nice. You always have that guy. Yeah. There's a lot more of that guy down in these tiers, but that guy does tend to follow me around, it seems. All the grass bee. Shit, I forgot. Yeah, if we lose this one, I'll bust that out. What did I pick? Warspite? Grass bee is just this odd little beast where you get in the mentality of a battleship based on what the guns are doing. And your armor is, you can angle against all cruisers, you can kind of angle against battleships, but not really. And then if you get up tier, like if we were in a tier 6 game like this, those battleships could rip that thing to shreds. I don't know. I mean, I play against Grass B a lot, and sometimes I see players playing it really well.
I need help.
You need help, huh? You know, I don't know. We can play it if we lose this one. Or if we clear the missions out, we could play it later. Can't score citadels to save your life. Yeah, it's kind of a function like those. You know, those shots on, what was that, the Emerald, I think? I think we were probably hitting the Citadel, but you can still overpen the Citadel and then get your 1k damage or whatever it ends up being. Come on. Light me a target, will ya? Fiji, Leander, okay. Alright, Mopar, thanks for hanging out. Challenging map and matchmaking. Yeah, this map I always say I really enjoy it if people don't play it like a bunch of dinguses. What to shoot at? Kill him at Fiji would make my day. So he's probably trying to stop and smoke. Did we get it off? Those things can't start and stop very quickly, so we might actually hit that. Oh yeah, he gone!
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Ooh,
Off to a great start.
that's a good one to get off the board right away. Ranked a lot of speed players. Yeah, that one I would not want to play ranked. I don't know. If you're a professional grass speed player, then maybe it's a good option, but for me, ranked is all about the reliability. That's why I like cruisers that have good HE primarily. Oh, there he is.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target. Roger.
Akatsuki. See, Akatsuki versus Jervis. I mean, that's not that big of a differential in the gun strength of those.
Requesting assistance. Acknowledged.
Alright. So he's stopping. He's going to try and back up. We're going to get as far back behind that island as we can hit without... That's a good situation to look for that white icon. You can see when we're aiming at an island. But if you put it right here, you can see that shot would clear. So expect the backup. Aim as far back as you really can without hitting that island. Come on, guys.
Stations requesting fire on the designated target. Requesting support. Affirmative.
Arizona. Probably ding him up here. Let's check it out. Ah, Neptune's bid. Looks like our other side's doing pretty well. Really, if we can kill this Jervis, I'd feel a lot better about the game. Fiji caught in the open with no smoke, that's dangerous. Come on, guys.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Kill the fucking thing, will ya?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Let's try right about meow, see what happens. Oh my god.
Stone the crows.
Ooh, alright. Thank you.
I owe you one. Many thanks.
Now we can go ham on these little motherfuckers. They all need help. We got one other destroyer buzzing around. I'm assuming he's probably on the west side. We got... What is this? Oh, the York's low.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I always mean to point that out in my videos. I mean, part of the awareness, the map awareness, the situation awareness is... And part of the reason I like locking my guns, I can keep them in the position I want them to be able to fire. Then I can look around and evaluating these guys' health. I can see that guy's low. I can see the York is low, so this guy's not likely to be too aggressive looking for that destroyer. Evaluating my team's health and their team's health, I can pick which target's more likely to help us. Guys know I'd like to damage. It's a strong ship, but Arizona's lower. He's angled though, so that changes the calculation. So if you need another reason to lock your guns, it's the ability to evaluate the situation like that. Alright, let's try right about now. This guy I don't necessarily love rushing by himself, but oops. Looks like we turned away from that. So here's a good time to switch our guns around. Alright. Try and get around you without ramming. Why did he smoke and then leave his smoke? My god. Let's see if this guy turns. He's angling towards me, it looks like. Oh, that's a juicy one. Yeah, kind of returned the favor. So I'm more interested in angling against that one. Arizona's going down. Nice torp. That Akatsuki's actually having a really good game. He took out the destroyer, and he's been spotting well. That's what I want my destroyers to do on this map. You need the destroyers to be spotting. That's kind of the main thing. But getting rid of the enemy's destroyers, that frees it up for the battleships, which are important ships on this map. Keep it coming. Nope. So, props to you. I don't know where... Oh, they did spot that destroyer finally. This guy's probably thinking about torping. No, he's trying to reset. Gneisenau's really fast, that's why I'm aiming so far in front of him. 11. 3 pens, 3 blocks. We need to work on our JoJo. Meant to smoke up me. I understand what he's trying to do. You gotta understand, battleships, basically when they fire their guns, they almost 100% negate the smoke. If you look at the ship's stats, it's called smoke fire penalty. And so if I have like a 12-kilometer smoke fire penalty, that means when I pull that trigger, even if I'm in the smoke, they'll be able to see me, spot me when I pull that trigger. So if you want to smoke up cruisers, that's a great play if they're willing to sit still and actually use it. If you smoke up battleships that are wounded and are trying to get away, that can be a nice play to kind of reset things. But purely from an offensive standpoint, it's kind of a waste. I'd rather the destroyer keep it for their own purposes and being able to disengage. Alright, well, that was a pretty dominated match there. Got a little, oops. A little Super Troopers action going on there. Alright, that was pretty easy. Bad decision, yeah. No, I get what you're saying. I was just explaining it more. I mean, I always appreciate the sentiment if people are trying to help you out, but it's a way. And like, these ships are so, the smoke is such a huge part of their play. Now, granted, we're kind of out of the game at this point. It doesn't really matter, but I'd rather keep the Fiji alive, assuming he's an average player, than the Warspite at this point in the game. You know, I've kind of done my duty. Did that guy just get torped?
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Well, it's without all the power creep. It'll get there. Give it time. Back-to-back streams. Yeah, no. I wasn't able to stream last weekend, so I'm kind of missing out. And I got a little time this morning. So. Oh, alright. Nope, can't shoot him. So, you know, I figured it's a good opportunity to do a back-to-back. Anyway, I want you guys to start giving me ideas for the tier 6 premium you want to see. We'll get that going here once this base is captured, or they kill the ship. Look at this guy. Don't do what I think you're going to do. Thank you. A lot of people would leave here just to chase this guy, which they're not going to hit. And then they cost themselves and everyone else 300 XP or whatever it is. Some people see it as part of being a good deed to smoke up BBs. No, that's a misconception then. Yeah, I kind of said the time it's helpful is if you're getting pounded, like you overextend yourself, and you're trying to get away behind like an island or something, but you're going to die on before that. If the battleship's not shooting, then the smoke can help them disengage from that situation. Other than that, I'm not a lot I can think of. Oh, we got a commander crate. I think. Fraser! Take that. What the hell is this? Daily crate. Let's see what we got for Fraser. Oops. Ooh. Only need one more. So how I like to work these commendations, the blue ones I'm saving for all the characters, i.e. these Japanese anime ones, the hide, the people that aren't in commander crates. You can't get duplicates of those, whereas you can get duplicates of everyone else. So having 4 million blue stars, I could actually use 1 million of those to get an extra commendation for Fraser. And then let's see, that would, this tier 2 perk on Fraser I'm not in love with, but that does, it's a nice bonus. Yeah, I'll do that later. Shiny horse. Let terrible. Any news about the ship's Legends cut to make tier 7? No, not really. I mean, they could always potentially add those. If they added like a tier 8, for instance, I could see them bumping the Iowa back up. So, you never know. But no, I haven't heard anything, at least. Hood. Indianapolis, oh my god. What's up, odd future Wolfie? Wolf Haley. T61. Well, T61's tier 5, but I'll agree it is a beast. Belfast I don't have currently. I gotta finish up the campaign. Kid. Yeah, there's a lot of good options for tier 6. Let's see. Are these tier 6s? Yeah. Yeah, I kind of shit the bed in the hood yesterday. Why don't we try and rectify that? Oh, no, that's... I guess we're in the game. So I'd say it's similar to the Queen Elizabeth, but a little bit different. Kid, yeah, if we don't win this one, I'll probably pop into that. The showboat? What's the showboat? Yeah, there's a lot of good ships at 2-6. Here's the Azure Lane camo if you guys haven't seen that. Okay, what do I want to do here? 2 Gneisenhaus again. No destroyers this game. Interesting. Alright. What I want to do is kind of see where these 2 cruisers go. I'm expecting them to go towards sea just because they spawn kind of pointing that way. A lot of people just go exactly straight. I kind of want to support the weak side is what I'm getting at, but I don't know which one's the weak side yet. Capturing bases when there's no destroyers, usually players are going to be a little hesitant to do anything. Belfast can sit a little ahead. Yeah, I'd like to see an armor view on this thing. I mean, getting shot in the sides in any British battleship's interesting proposition. But if you angle in pretty steep, I think you could tank a lot in this. I'd like to get that Fiji out of here if we could. 2 Nurembergs against a Fiji. Those guys are going to have a bit of an issue. Alright. Let's see if I can help these guys out here. Nurembergs are good if you can keep them alive. The problem is keeping them alive. Can be tricky. Alright, he's angled out slightly. God damn it. I was going to say he's probably angled out just a little bit too much. I think he might be out of my firing range. And he turned. Dev striking 2 Fijis in a row would have been really good. Now here's their Nürnbergo. Kind of surprised they're not shooting at me. Why I'm holding that last shot. I don't like to have my guns out of sync if I can get them in sync. There we go. Only had to wait 10 seconds for a quarter of my gun's firepower, so... God damn it, these fuckers.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Every time I get a shot lined up, they disappear. Oh. Oh, look out.
Confirmed penetration.
Didn't disappear quick enough, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we've lost 1 Nuremberg. They're in a... No, they're not in a division. What to do? I could get on B.
Many thanks.
Now look at this cheeky little bastard. I don't want to close in too much. Obviously, he's got the torps.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic.
There you go. Man, the teams haven't been that bad today. Why are half... Oh. You little bitch. That sucks. Alright. So I gotta get away from him, so we got a turn, which is gonna give him 1 juicy shot, which he's at close enough range that that could actually be a major problem. But unfortunately, we gotta do it. Should have probably done it a little bit earlier.
All stations concentrate fire on the target.
Oh, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Alright, alright. Decent. We'll take that trade. Now, let me explain something to you. When I get on B, I'm actually probably going to slow the capture, assuming he shoots at me again. Because by resetting me... Well, he didn't shoot at me now. I don't exactly understand the math or how it works, but... You do kind of slow down your team. Like, let's say you had a destroyer in here capping, that's not going to get shot at. And then you start accumulating some of those the capture points, they can keep resetting you because you're spotted. And it'll take slightly longer, I feel like. Or maybe not even slightly longer. I'm gonna hold that shot, see if he turns. Nope. Alright. There's a Fiji. Normandy would be juicy to get rid of too. Hood doesn't really have super heals like the Nelson or Vanguard. You gonna angle? I could probably still fuck this guy up, but see at that angle I feel like he could probably bounce most of those. If he's gonna turn, then he's gonna turn. I wouldn't recommend that he turns, but I'm not gonna stop him. Ooh.
Target penetrated.
It's always difficult as a cruiser player to know, should I angle? I mean, yeah, you're kind of always better off angling, but like at a steep angle like this, I'd have a hard time damaging them. But once this little nose section starts flattening out, if I can hit that, you can get some decent shots in there. Suppose we should use our sonar. I always forget I have sonar on this thing. But we should assume he's trying to torp. What the hell's the torp range on that thing? 8 kilometers? Or 6 kilometers? I have no idea. So I'm gonna unlock that guy and see if we can blind fire this dude here.
The ship is on fire.
Yeah, I mean, if you can damage people in the smoke, that really rattles their cage. I mean, number one, you're doing damage to a ship that is hard to damage, which is a good thing. But if I was that guy, I'd be yelling at the screen, cursing my fate. That guy didn't hit him. You can also look for splashes. You're in trouble now! Oh, someone else got him. Alright, so that's looking like another win. We're actually kicking the living shit out of people today, which is a nice change of pace. Normally I'm... Yeah. Vanguard should have sonar. Yeah, I don't know, man. The Vanguard's workable. It's just such a... It's a high-effort ship, which kind of makes it a little less enjoyable. If you really concentrate and you really play well, you can have good games in it, no doubt. But if you're drinking 10 beers and just trying to relax, it's not the most recommended. Alright, so this guy's irrelevant. I don't want to, wherever the hell he is. I don't need to chase him. This guy's still trying to affect the game, and nobody's really engaged with him. These guys are dealing with that guy. Nice torp. So, if I can get in position to kill this thing, be better than my other options. This guy's coming back. He wants that broadside.
Our victory is in sight. Reporting the target position.
Oh, you better start moving. Right on the nose. See if he bounces or if they blow him up. No, he bounced. No, he didn't. 2 shatters. Now, if you get a shatter, that can be due to the angling as well. Keep that in mind. When you angle your ship, you increase how thick the armor is for that player. So when you're evaluating what your shots are doing by using those icons, you do have to keep that in mind. Yeah, we're just going to aim up and hit the superstructure, and that'll be the end of that guy.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
And we'll see if we can get a shot in on this little boy here. Not a high damage game, but I felt like I was playing my positions alright. I mean, if we really wanted to be super helpful, we'd go get C, but I think this is teammate proof at this point. Am I going to stream on Tuesday? No, Tuesday I got to work a really long day, so I don't know what I'm going to do this week. I got a couple days. And we got the Adhocknick or whatever that thing's coming out. And then we have the rework on the armor. So I'm going to try and cover as much as I can.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Let's see. I'll shoot right about now. When your torpedoes slam them, just they settle to you. Yeah. It happens. Looks like he's squaring up on me, so we're not going to be too... I mean, I got more HP, I got teammates, obviously. I got all the advantages in the world. Might as well let him take the shot, though, while we're angled. Absorb it. He did 0 damage. And now that we're out of sync, i.e. he's going to have... I got 15 seconds to get on position and out of position in terms of my guns. So I swing that ass out, shoot the full salvo, then swing it right back in. And this is what you want to try and create as a Battleship player when you're dueling other Battleship players. Let them take the first shot, absorb it, and you can see by the time he's reloaded again, we're already set to block more incoming damage. So, until he changes the angle or maybe holds his shot, advantage blue team. He's doing a good job there. That's a good adjustment on his part. But at this point, it's a numbers game. He don't have the numbers. And now, because he's forced to angle, well, he swung that back on out. High risk. Going for broke. But had he been stuck playing the front 2 turrets, that's fine. Then, you know... he doesn't have the offensive output at that point in time to do anything. So, getting those sinks, the reload sinks to work in your favor, I think is a good thing to try and practice. I mean, this guy's taken 3-4 salvos. He hasn't done any damage at all. Maybe like 1,000. And it's not that he's playing it poorly necessarily. It's just we're countering what he's trying to do. So. All right. Dead.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Alright, what are we on? Tier 7s. Well, we only got 4 options, so... let's see how we're doing on these things. Premium supplies. Destroy 10 ships. How have I not done more? Oh, that's the second mission. Alright, so... again, I'm planning on... despite none telling me that Hyde sucks, I am planning on boosting him. I think I should have plenty of promotion orders to do that. This, I think, is an interesting base trade as well. If you find battleships that have relatively high HP and put that on there. It's not very good for destroyers. If we're going to try and boost destroyers' health, you want to use Sims. He's got a fixed value. That's not a percentage of your ship's HP, but this is pretty valuable here. For battleships. High health battleships, at least. Did I upgrade a commander before moving off? Oh. Otago, Tirpitz, Jean Bart, Bama. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. They're all good options. I like all the tier 7 premiums. I mean, we're probably going to lose at least one of these games, so why don't we start off with this one? Turpits with the secondary build. You can do it. I wouldn't recommend doing it. What the fuck is this? AI? Get me out of here. What is this? How the hell did that happen? Alright, let's see how long it takes these guys to ram each other. Oh my god. I don't even know what happened. Is this all AI? Oh, we got some players. They're all on my team. What the fuck? I must have picked the wrong mode by accident. Normally every time I played AI, I played a few games when I was doing Yamato after the matchmaking got screwed up. The AI just rushes each other and tries to Dewey ram or Deutsche Dewey or whatever. They just try and ram each other right off the bat. I don't understand what's going on. And then destroyers go like 2 feet away from like a cruiser and try and torp them. It's the most bizarre thing. Alright. I was gonna say, does the AI actually back up too, but... Oh my god, man. Get out of the fucking way, will ya? Alright, that sucks. Just gonna have to power through this guy, unfortunately. I'm not trying to be a dick. Trying to raffle stomp the bots. No. Don't waste your time with the T7 Kriegsmarine until next week. Yeah. No, they definitely should be vastly improved. Let's try shooting around about now and see what happens. So I don't have any respect for the AI. I haven't played a lot against them, but even like pointing broadside at these guys, I'm not scared. I probably should be. Elsma, Sims, and Hyde. Oh man, he'd have a lot of HP in there. I'm surprised nobody's rammed each other yet. Look at this destroyer though, this is what I was talking about. He's going in... This is what you see on this shit all the time. I mean, I've played like 10 games. Look at this shit! He was so... I have no words to describe what's going on here.
Team has taken the lead.
Come on, Megami.
All sections, concentrate fire on the
And you want to rely on potatoes and randoms, try relying on these guys. I would think if they program the AI to be teammates, you should be able to call at the targets and then they focus on what you're actually trying to get them to shoot. Is this AI? Yeah, I accidentally picked it. I think that's what happened. Look at this shit. It's not my intention to do this. Do I still get the credit for the promotion order mission for this mode or not? I suppose you probably do, because a lot of players just like to play AI over randoms. Yeah, I don't understand this. I mean, maybe what's happening is these guys play a bunch of AI games when they're trying to learn the game, and they're like, okay, a good destroyer play is to get 2 feet away from a cruiser. I'm going to emulate that tactic. Ace AI smarter than your teammates. I would love to play with AI and ranked on my team. The other team can have their regular... Well, no, fuck. That'd be a disaster. Yeah, it's just, what they're doing makes no sense to me. Oh, an Edinburgh. Okay. 6 over pens and a damaged gun. We'll take it. Yeah, that was fascinating. What a game. Hope you guys all learned something. Set the standard too high for actual teammates, yeah. I don't know. It's random. Sometimes you get, or ranky. Sometimes you get a good teammate, sometimes you don't. Which is why it's frustrating, because your progress depends on, a good chunk of your progress depends on what your team
Cruiser
does.
destroyed.
Alright, well, that was truly inspiring game right there. 400? Alright, how the fuck do I get out of here? Let's save the Atago. Oh, I got Atago in here. Yeah, fuck it. Let's try it. What rank am I? I'm 8. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing or not. It's just it's raising my blood pressure up. You do get the promotion orders? Okay. Yeah. I mean, that makes sense because, like I say, a lot of players, that's their preferred game mode, which is fine if that's what you like to play. No problems there. It just doesn't send a tingle up my leg personally. Need 3 wins, yeah, exactly. Which is fair. I mean, the tier 7, for a long time, if you're new, they didn't even have promotion orders for the tier 7. That was another thing that people were asking for that they added. Yeah, what do we got? Akatsuki Kagero, Z23. Megami Pensacola. You said it. Let's finish rank today. I actually got some shit to do. It'd take me... I think if I won every single game, I'd have to play about 50 more games. And... I don't think I'm going to win every single game. So it's probably not going to work. You did bam a bird. Yeah, I wasn't trying to, trust me. Yeah, we're going to try and blind fire this guy here. Should be a... No, that's not a... I thought that was a British cruiser at first, but... It's just a destroyer putting the smoke down for no reason. Alright. So one of our key spotting vessels is playing here. I don't necessarily have a problem with that. A lot of times you want to make sure there's no destroyers squirting through these gaps right off the bat of the match. Oh, damn. Pensacola just got... He was just showing the main reason why you want to run a Pensacola in a tier 7 game. Pensacola's a fish food at tier 7. Yeah, exactly. That's... Wouldn't be the ship I'd pick to play in this tier, but... to each their own. It's nice playing with your friends, I get it, but my advice would be play in the same tier, just so you don't have that happen. Alright. So we're going for the damage record this game. So far we're not doing too well. But this center spot here, this is my favorite spot to play on the estuary. It's one of my favorite spots in the game, because you do have a fair amount of cover, and you do have access to most of the enemy's positions. It's just they're not cooperating. Oh, he's leaving. Got our guy on sea already. It's a bold strategy. Do you have 2 weeks for Hippers Azure Camo? Yeah, you should. I think after that, I'm assuming you won't have access to those maybe ever again. I don't know. It's not like the Halloween characters are their own characters, so they'll probably come back next Halloween. But these guys, what they do is they pay they either pay a license fee or, you know, they trade. I don't know if Wargaming provided whatever Azure Lane actually is, some sort of content. I have no idea what the agreement was between them, but it's probably for a set term. It's kind of interesting this thing was shooting and I couldn't spot him, but apparently I'm out of his range. Yeah. Ooh, there's a ship we'd like to blast if possible. So he's right on the edge of my detection. He might spot me before I can get this off, but if I can rip a full salvo into that without him knowing to angle. Oh, he's angling. Fuck. There he's going. Hold still, you motherfucker. Oh, I was looking at these guys being on the edge. So these guys could have spotted me. This guy was actually a little bit out of my detection range. Otago's got better detection or concealment than the Megami to begin with, but my build's kind of set up for... Alright. This guy's not cooperating. Now he does, the second he fucking turns. That's too bad there, we could have blasted him. Oh, torps. This is the one downside of the Japanese commanders. If there's torps in the water, you probably won't hear that until it's too late. Ah, fuck. Normally I like the Japanese because I don't have to listen to people doing what they do on the comms. That Otago camo is sweet. That's a bizarre game there. That's usually a very effective spot. We just were not in position the entire game, and then we got absolutely destroyed. We'll go back to that. Got your rank 1 last night. Yeah. Very frustrating. That's why I want the rewards. You know, those commendations, the insignias, the flag would be nice. But is it worth the cost? I don't know. Yeah, it's good for a quick mission. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. If you just got a short amount of time. I mean, those AI games, from my experience, they go really quick because those ships just rush each other. Anyway, let's see if we have a little bit better luck here. So we got one Moss versus Moss. That's good. Lippy. Yeah, it's not too bad. Those Leons are juicy to shoot at if we can get one of those to turn sideways. So here I want to get in a position where I'm mainly covering C, which will involve being angled towards them, but I also should have access to broadsides here, and they'll have access to crossfires here. So battleships on this map, you do have to have a pretty good amount of awareness.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
It's worth it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna want to get it. I understand that. I just don't know how insane I'm really willing to make myself. Oh my god. It looked like we settled them right here, but maybe it was something back there. I was expecting like a 5k damage there.
Main turret critically damaged.
Alright. Let's just shoot right about, yeah, let's see what happens. I'm not in a major hurry to repair that gun. I'd want to... We only have 2 ships spotted over here, so there's a decent chance that Maz is over here. And I do want to keep that damage con available for him. Guy's taking a beating. You fucking...
Main turret critically
I was just trying to decide, should I let the gun sync up again? They knocked it out. And then he turns in. That was less than ideal. Yeah, I got some resets. Yeah, his stats gone away. Hopefully means the carriers are far away. That's what I took out of it. I'll say that, I mean, if they can make the carriers fun to play and not that aggravating to play against, I'm not inherently against carriers. I just don't think I've seen any evidence of them knowing how to do them without ruining the game. Might reload boost here. Yeah, he's turning out. That's a long shot. I mean, shouldn't be that effective for a Jean Bart, but still, if we're able to blast this dude, it would be pretty juicy. Their destroyer might be on A. Oh, nope, here he is.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Where'd that Iowa go? But kind of that tail end of that reload booster got our guns back in sync, and we ripped them hard. That was good. I like that play right there. I mean, getting these, that's the map awareness. You got to look for these broadsides. I mean, I can shoot this thing, get some damage. He's angled 45 degrees, so. But these guys are dangerous ships, and they're not defending themselves against me, so that's kind of the main opportunity we currently have. This thing would be nice to kill, but he's not in a position to do a lot of. Oh my god. Alright, Iowa and Jean Bart dead. Moss is still up. Let's help these guys out here. Oh, look out. I aimed up a little bit. I couldn't tell if he was going to continue turning away. He was actually coming in, so that might actually completely miss. We'll see. Yeah, it was not too bad. By pulling in here, we're making it so the Moss has an option to torp us. I mean, if the Moss swings around here and torps this way, that's a kill shot. You could potentially kill both of us being right next to each other. But how are we losing this game? Ooh, look out.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
Now if we can get C. They got a bunch of cruisers, we've got a bunch of battleships. If we can kill this thing, the game should be over. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Alright.
Our team has taken the lead.
Carriers are annoying, but so is campy DDs. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. There's things that they could help with. There's things that they could hurt. As a guy that likes to build concealment builds and run those, the idea of having planes constantly in the air is a bit of an issue. They could maybe give planes lower spotting range or something to help balance that out. I mean, there's options. I'm sure they've designed the assets and are testing them just in case they want to use them. I keep going back to the fact that people are constantly asking for them. If you go on like their Instagram or Facebook or Reddit or whatever, it's just they get asked every single day. When are carriers, you know? And if they're like me and they like to avoid annoyance, putting the carriers in would be a good way to shut those people up. Look out. That's juicy. Oh yeah, that's juicy.
Bullseye.
These guys can try and torp me all they want. I don't really give a shit. Nice to see a cruiser doing his job, yeah. Oh, that's a solid play by that guy.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
do have our reload boost available as well. Look at this guy. Not a bad shot since I've been spotted for a little bit. Oh! Whoa! We'll take it. Pure skill right there. I calculated the distance mentally, even though I've since forgotten how long the torp range is on that. I briefly knew it, and then understood that he couldn't possibly torp me, so wasn't afraid. Pure skill. Just keep practicing. Maybe you can pull that off as well. So I'm getting detected here. I don't have a problem with that. I kind of want to bait this guy into shooting here. These British cruisers fire rapidly, so we should be able to blast him relatively quickly here. Yeah, we got one ricochet. That's interesting. Looked like he was perfectly broadside based on how these guns... Well, no, he's angled slightly and kind of a 45 degree that way. Oh, damn. Don't want to get too careless here, I guess. I mean, these guys can, oh, shit. Those guys can do a lot of damage. Oh, that was a He-Gown moment. And he tried to torp. What the hell, man? What did I ever do to you? But yeah, the British cruisers are a lot easier to blind fire than destroyers, just because you do get a good read on the layout. And you can do that by judging where those shots are coming off of. Yeah, legendary tier that can only play against itself. I would like that too. For competitive and clan play. That sounds like a great idea to me. I want some sort of competitive tier. I would like tier 7 to be that, but obviously that's not necessarily the case. Yeah, this, if you're not familiar with, or you're not working on blind firing these smokes, with the prevalence of the British cruisers, it's a skill you gotta work on. Ooh. Damn it. I don't think we can hit that. Maybe we can. Oh, alright. Thought we were going to have a tough time catching that ship due to how much faster he's going forward than I was going backwards. Guess you won't do that again. You gotta teach these guys a lesson. By dev striking them when they're concealed, that's a good way to teach that lesson. It's always good practice to angle, even if you're not being spotted, whether in smoke, behind islands, whatsoever. It's very easy to be sloppy and not do it. I'm guilty of it constantly myself, but it's good practice, and that's why, I mean, we absolutely ripped that guy to shreds. And we're rewarded handsomely for it. So that was a pretty decent Jean Bart, or Jean Ba, as Tactic would say. What's up, Mustang? How you doing? Harder to hit and smoke if you shoot front and rear. Yeah, that's a good. That's a high level play. Because yeah, if you're firing both of those guns simultaneously, then you kind of mentally can get the silhouette of that ship in your mind once you practice it, as we were able to do there. But if you're mixing up those guns, it gives the illusion of moving. Did you mention that? More movement, yes, precisely. So when those ships look like they're moving, that's when it's kind of not that valuable to take those blind fire shots, because you never really know where they're going to be. And you don't have the lock on by selecting the target, so your guns are already less accurate than they could be. So that's a good point. I've never actually tried that move, but I'm intrigued by it. Trying to separate those salvos so they can't pinpoint the ship as well. You've been Citadel sitting in smoke? Yeah. I don't think I have yet, but I've taken some blind fire shots. Increase the map sizes. Some are bigger than others. Well, surprise, surprise, we lost the Otago game. I'm going to put my real commander on here. We'll try that one again. I don't know. I'm intrigued by the Chicago Commander. It's a strong build, but it's a lot more challenging than Makawa. Stone the Crows. Was that Lippy in the smoke? I didn't even notice. Whoever it was, they're dead. Oh no! Two brothers. Yeah, bigger maps would probably be better with longer games. I wouldn't mind them if they switched them all to 20 minutes anyways. But if they ever did do that, they would probably make the maps bigger. I don't know, that's a lot of adjusting to do. We got Mayhem. What? Failed Platoon City today. And a War Spite. I would be pretty ticked if that was my team.
General quarters.
I was carrying so hard in the Otago. Yeah, right. I don't think I even landed a shot till about 4 minutes into that game. But that's just the deployment. Sometimes it works. I mean, usually that central position on estuary is really profitable. Battleships, cruisers, whatever you got. I like to play that spot. Much obliged, Commander. So here we're going to use our concealment bonus to get angled before we start shooting. I was trying to hit him with HE, but looks like he's probably going to turn out of that. Or AP, I meant. And then I loaded HE, so... What I mentally thought I was doing and what I was actually doing isn't the same thing. Do a little open water here to see if it works. Those 3 battleships, 2 of them aiming at me. Could be an issue. Hipper, we can angle against that AP. We can angle against all this AP. Still take a bit of damage from the battleships. Oh, man. A little aggressive, Hipper. Just got a little ahead of yourself on that one.
I owe you one.
Yeah, so I'm going to let the detection drop and see if we're continuing to be spotted. Then we'll know if there's a DD out here or not. So there's nothing too far forward. Here's what I don't like to see on this map is everyone sitting here in a clump. Then we don't have firing angles. They're spreading out. Yeah, their Hipper killed themselves a little early.
I owe you one.
Neither team's deployment looks amazing. What you should keep in mind, these little islands dotting the map, especially on this side, but both sides have them. Really good cruiser flanking positions. You'd like clan battles as well? Yeah, I don't know, I haven't seen a timeline, but they have said that's something that will be in the game at some point. There's actually a fairly decent chance I'm the one spotting here. Now we do have a destroyer moved forward, which is a bit of an issue. What do they got? Mayhem and Akatsuki, okay. Well, if we're spotted, we're spotted. Holy sh... Get the plane up to help look for torps.
Fighter airborne.
Unspotted again, so he could have gone over here. Oh. I'm guessing he might be over here, would be my guess. We'll find out. That guy's right on the edge of my firing. Oh, look who's shooting at me. Thanks, Uncle Jojo. There we go. Now, because this destroyer's out here spotting, I can't really use these islands. I can't stop back here, really. Oh, there you are, you little fuck nugget. Oh man, you're in trouble. The bed has been shit. That guy could actually bail him out. God, I want to get rid of that thing. Gonna do a little bit of a risky player. That Amagi. Oh my god.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Alright. That worked out. Right now, this guy could kill me. This guy right here could kill me. But getting that Akatsuki, I would trade the Atago for the Akatsuki in this game.
Thank you. Team has taken the lead.
It's not preferable, but
Attention. Reporting the target position.
yeah, let's get out of here.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Whoa! Camo. Yeah, the camo on this is pretty badass. That's what I was talking about, or talking with Tactic yesterday on the stream. I don't find these Azure Lane camos to be too offensive, even to the purists' sensibilities. They're not overly flashy. This guy's backing up. Oh, hang on. A little hip fire action for you. So I missed him with the shot I aimed and hit him with the hip fire. It's not a good sign. So what we need to recognize is that Colorado's worthless in terms of the outcome of the game currently. They do have guys pushing in now. We do have good coverage in the base, so don't need to flip out. But we do want to kind of relocate back into this zone here so we can project power that way if necessary. Here's a good... We could use that island pretty good if we had a little bit more gap between us. Now that the destroyer's gone. Going back forward. $20. Yeah, I don't know. Can you earn these camels or are they just store-bought? I was actually fairly surprised they gave the community contributors this stuff. Still going forward just a little bit here. Until he decides to target me, I'm not really going to pay him too much mind. Mayhem and Warspite going up the gut. That's a strong combo. Cool looking, but not worth the cash. Yeah. Oh. They killed someone. Ah, Neptune's beard.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
This Megami, come on, man. Have you been in position? Well, we do have a guy on the base, so I guess he's in position on that. If he's been hanging out in the base the entire game, though, he's probably not been doing a whole lot. Oh, that's a good point, Dave. You can get the hipper camo. I was actually mistaken about that early on. I thought you could get commander crates through that hipper chain, but it is for the actual hipper camo. Which is nice. I mean, if you get a tier 7 permanent camo on a tech tree ship, that's some fairly decent value. You'll just never have to spend camo on that ship ever again, so. Alright, let's get some AP on this guy.
Tree is in sight.
I don't know, my gun's positioned over here, but it's still worth taking that shot. Colorado's just now in our firing range, and he's trying to run away, so Decent. Again, another non-high damage game, but I think I was doing what I was supposed to be doing in that one. We did hunt down the DD. Oof! Killed the York before he went down. Community contributors like a sales team, yeah. I mean, that's essentially what it is from their perspective. But that's why I kind of was surprised when they didn't give us the Eagle or the Sashio. They didn't give us Hyde, those Halloween commanders. I don't mind having to earn the campaign ships. It's fine, especially with the new and approved campaigns. I just popped in the Torp here. What you can see, it says 16.8 on that yellow lettering on top of that cone. That tells me he's going away. So not only can you get the heading of the ship by looking at this cone to see which direction he's going and the rough speed, but you can also see if the distance is further than the actual ship's distance, obviously he's going away. If it's closer, he's coming towards it. Alright, well, we're steamrolling everyone today, so taking 190 damage. 1,000, 190, whatever it is. Which, I mean, those 3 battleships, we kept showing them broadside. They could have one-shot us at any time, but they didn't. Just kind of goes back to when you got those opportunities. Now, we weren't a mess. I mean, we got a high-score game there. A good chunk of that damage was because we killed the Akatsuki basically from full health to no health. And then we dev struck whatever we dev struck earlier. No, that was the dev strike. Whatever else we killed, I mean, not bad. So we probably got our 3 promotion orders here. Let's see. Yeah. Need some damage. So now we'll just take requests. I'm going to run to the bathroom quick. Why don't you guys give me some ideas? Ships you want to see. We got Jay the Cat in the house. Thinking of skipping the Belfast? I would not recommend that. 196% of all games today? Yeah. So far, so good. Get to 1 million subs? Yeah. If I get to 1 million subs, we're not going to have to worry about paying for premiums. Anyway, let me know what you guys want to see here. Alright, what do we got here? Konigsberg, Tirpitz, Iowa. Nelson. Belfast, I don't have Belfast currently. Scharnhorst, yeah, we can do some Scharnhorst. Yeah, Belfast, if you can get that in the division, that ship would be really strong. $20, 6-pack of beer and a burger. Yeah. Dredson. Yeah, why don't we try the Nelson? I haven't played that one for a little while. Königsberg we could do. I like that. Scharnhorst. Hipper is a beast. Appreciate everyone hanging out today. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. If you don't mind hitting that like button, that does help the stream out. And would appreciate it. But glad to see another great turnout here. The streams are amazing. It's always great to have a lot of people tuning in. Megami. Yeah, I haven't tried your build yet, but could maybe try it out. Here's the Azure lane on this guy. This is just a goofy ass ship. Yeah, what do we got? Fault line, tier 7. Edinburgh. Turpits. Hipper. It's not a lot of tier 7s. A lot of cruisers. Let's see what we can do here. What do they got? Akatsuki and Asashio. Alright. Huh. Kind of an interesting game here. Bismarck. We'll check out the Bismarck next week. Okay, this guy is spotting, which is nice of him. Bombs away! Indianapolis. Yeah, maybe you're right about that. I don't know. Yeah, the Indianapolis is definitely strong against cruisers. Let's see what we got here. Alright, what in the hell is this? If you're gonna wait there and ambush someone for 10 minutes while these two ships die, myself and this New Orleans, I would call that a suboptimal play, personally. Love to get that hood, but I don't think I can hit it. Ah, damn it. Here we go. It's going for broke. Damn it. Yeah. Can actually rip that pretty hard, I think. Oh, he turned in right at the last second. Good job. 3 ricochets, 1 block, which I'd probably assume was due to the angling. Ah, crap. Did not mean to do that. The heals are so juicy on this. Look, it's already done working after 2 seconds. That was a bit of a waste. That hood. 13.5 on a 2-gun salvo, I think. Did we shoot all of them? I'm pretty sure we only shot 2 guns. 2 turrets. This guy's coming in hot too. Oh my god. I think this is an Atlanta golden shower. Yeah, we're getting it in our eye. This guy's playing with fire. Let me tell you what. I don't know if we can pen this thing at waterline. Let's try it out. Yeah. That probably would have been a little bit higher, a little bit better higher up. That's alright. Damn! That's a fucking shot right there. I didn't know Celiac's build.
Problem solved, sir.
Fuck. But yeah, you can see how much health we'll be able to heal here if we stay alive long enough. So that first heal was a bit of a waste, unfortunately. I can't believe that guy's getting away with that. No respect. Oh.
Bullseye.
Look out.
Enemy battleship founder.
Our team has taken the lead.
Alright, so basically what we're trying to do on this southeast spawn over here is just slow these down. Because they spawn 6 on this side, we spawn 3. Now they're not pushing in aggressively, so they're making it easy for us. Well, I shouldn't say that. They had 2 ships pushing extremely aggressively, but the rest of these targets are fucking hell. Yeah, that must have been a deck shot. I mean, at that angle, that's pretty damn close to perfect angle. Fucking Atlanta. Hipper, Gneisenau. Hipper. Jean Bart, full health. Alright, that should be a win. I'd be surprised if they could throw that, but you never know. Zombie heals, yeah. Yeah, only 5-liter vodka and cabbage soup. Yeah, the Nelson does have great accuracy, I'll give you that. DD dropped a smoke and went to spot. That was, yeah, I mean, that's, if the New Orleans could have gotten in there, and, I mean, that, it was a Jervis, so it only was a minute long smoke, but he could have gotten a few salvos off using that. Yeah, let's try the Scharnhorst. Nelson doesn't have a good nose. Yeah. I feel like normally you can angle pretty well, but it's definitely not a... It's not the most durable ship. I've heard it described as a glass cannon more than once. That's pretty accurate. Torpets was definitely eating me alive. Nelson was angling against the DD Torps. That must have been why it was turned. But I mean, that brings up a good point. That's part of the reason if you can create crossfires. We talk a lot about creating crossfires with the guns, but if you can create them with the torps by forcing a battleship, 2 brothers again, by forcing the battleship to angle in on those torps, then we had access to the broadside there. So DDs, you always want to be trying to create those crossfires as well. Now, from a DD's perspective, you want to hit them in the side. So if they're angling against the battleship, then you'll get the juicy broadside shots. But if they angle against you, then hopefully your teammates can capitalize and pound the target. Got here Iowa. He's going forwards. Something must be wrong with his transmission. Alright, so we have 2 DDs. They only have 1. Unfortunately, both of ours are on the same side, and they're not likely to split up. I think they're in a division. Yeah, so... This side potentially could have spotting for the Reds and no spotting here, which would be a bit of a problem. Apparently our side is not going to have any spotting either. What the fuck are you idiots doing? Alright. That's part of the problem I have with this map is it's so damn dependent on your DDs doing what they're supposed to do.
Target penetrated.
I don't even know what they're torping. Do a flambaste rush. Ooh!
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
I don't think...
Off to a great start.
I'm not in a position to do it now. I don't know if I'd want to do it in the Scharnhorst or not. His health just crumbled as I hit. I'm like, there's no way we did that damage. Must have been the Iowa tagged him. This guy's going pretty damn slow. Here's their DDs. So we spawned 2 DDs. They're not only are they not spotting for us, but they're not countering the one ship we need them to counter. And this is the British Jervis. Well, I guess they only have 1 DD, so we know that. But if you're trying to identify DDs, you can check the torp patterns. So, you could say, why are you moving forward if you're going to get torped? And that'd be a good question I should probably be asking myself. These fucking knuckleheads, they're doing the rush. They still have... Why they're not looking on the map and saying, okay, we got 5 ships back there that can cover a rush.
The ship is on fire.
That's what I would be thinking. But the second they saw 2 brothers, they knew what they were going to do. Whether it was a good play or not, didn't really matter. So good luck, chuckleheads. Let's see what you can do. Oh, he did pop back up. Get some planes. What's the Jervis reload? I think it's about 1.5 minutes, so it's not the greatest torp reload. I'd like to fuck that York up if possible. But this Atago is kind of the key. Well, he's leaving now too. What the fuck? I was gonna say he's kind of the key to countering that destroyer, but until we get rid of these battleships, we can't ask him to really push in too hard. Trying to create those shots. I mean, if this Jervis is gonna keep launching at long range, then all we gotta do is not move in.
Torpedoes, direct front.
That's why I typically like to move in as a destroyer and get a little closer.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Because I mean, really, all... Oh, look at, they're already getting surrounded and gang raped. Alright, hell of a play. And they missed the torp launch. Textbook. So if I'm that destroyer, I'd rather torp the Iowa.
Fighter returning to ship.
Probably want to get away from him a little bit. Where's he going? Oh, he's got the speed. And really what you want to do is, if you're saying to yourself, alright, the guy's got a 90-second torp reload. I forgot to look at the clock, but you can check the clock. Let's say it's 10 minutes left on the game. Then once you get to about 9 minutes, you know, you has to get back in your mind. Okay, I got to start defending against these torps here. Oops, that was a jerky shot. Fuck. What's up, Kyle? How you doing? Jarvis is 92 seconds. Yeah, that's what I think. It's about 1.5 minutes. Really, that's kind of the main downside of that ship.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
There he's torping the Iowas we predicted. But why the Lightning is such a step up from the Jervis is the reload drops by about 50%. Oh, he's trying to double torp both of us.
Torpedoes, dead ahead. Torpedoes to
I don't
start.
like that play unless you're really
Torpedoes, dead ahead. All
leading the game and you're trying to go for trick shots.
target. Torpedoes, dead ahead.
I probably should have just switched to AP about 5 minutes ago and that Scharnhorst would be dead by now. Or HE, I mean. Can I hit? Oh, God. This would have been a really easy game if those destroyers would have just spotted for us. Okay. Fuck this. We gotta switch our shells. That guy's completely irrelevant. What to shoot? Oh, Belfast. Look at you, you little cheeky bastard. Thought you'd stop by and see how we're doing. Oh, so far so good. Yeah, we're actually kind of on a bit of a win streak here. Well, maybe not a streak, but we're doing pretty good. Pretty well, I should say. This guy's actually doing a pretty good job angling. And the York is as well.
Torpedoes.
Colorado, yeah, he's irrelevant, but we got to keep him in the mind at least, because he could.
Torpedoes. Direct front.
He's probably trying to shoot that Iowa.
Torpedoes. Direct front.
Ah, motherfucker, I needed you to spot that. Alright.
Fighter airborne. Torpedoes.
I'm kind of in shock that we're going to lose this game, to be honest with you. Fuck. There's the Colorado, which we were talking about. Unfortunately, I got to angle against these torps that are coming right our way.
Torpedoes. Dead ahead.
What? Oh. Okay.
Torpedoes. Direct front.
No! Got him off.
Torpedoes. Dead ahead.
Fucking hell.
Main turret below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
So yeah, don't rush the middle, please, if you don't know what you're doing. It's not a good way to win the game.
Problem solved, sir.
Martel is dead. This York is actually playing really well. Okay, what can we do here? So we did, the one benefit of those guys rushing was we got some points. So if they can theoretically kill a couple of these ships, we'll have the lead. But, yeah, you can't concede 2 destroyers. Shot. That could go either way. Probably a loss, though. Have you put any points into the ale? No, not yet. Eventually I'll switch over my Von Mueller to Hipper. I think it's just a better combo of skills, but I haven't put any points into it yet. Lost the game the instant those DDs went middle. Yeah, it didn't help things. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, what else do we have? Stylo was hoping for a Königsberg. Let's try that one. Yeah, we can look at the Hipper or the commander. Oops. So you got Ingenious and Turret Traverse. The Turret Traverse would help those German cruisers. They're kind of slow on that. You could put the range if you want to put this personally. You could still get a little bit of a boost with the HE. You could consider this. You could consider that. Once I test them out, I'll probably stick with the HE. Punch through, though, that's a key part of the German cruiser build because you want that AP humming and then extra accuracy. Here you lose your extra heal at tier 7, but you can get a quicker reload, so I think that's a pretty strong commander. If you got to take torps, try and take them in the middle. Yeah, that's a good point. There's no torp reduction. The torp belt is on the side of the ships. Less chance of floods. And another thing that you didn't mention is that cone, either the front or the back of your ship will. Well, that's the counter argument. Is that section will saturate their damage quicker, and potentially lead to those torps doing less actual damage. But yeah, in general, I don't know. You're probably right on balance. Alright, we got New Mexico, Byron, Leanders, Königsbergs. This isn't a ship I'd necessarily like to pin down over here. Pin down this side. Especially with just 3 cruisers that are all brittle trying to hold this flank. This is a pretty hard spawn here without knowing anything besides what's over here. We'll see what happens. Using Hipper with Mueller. Yeah, I mean, Hipper's not a bad choice. I think just getting that Ingenious and the Church Verse is just an added little bonus. They're both pretty comparable, though, in terms of the build I'd actually end up putting on them. So why this is an issue, number one, they can dev strike all 3 of these ships. Number 2, none of these ships are likely to be spotting for each other. Come on, hang on to that guy. I think that was an HE salvo, but either way, that guy ate that damage. These ships are both swinging back around. So this is a good example of what this battleship's doing. He's pinning this lane right here that's in front of this island, so I can't flank this Königsberg there. This guy's angled properly. And this thing might have just... Well, he's shooting HE. Which... That could have been a kill shot very easily. That's just a poor shell selection on that guy's part. Oh, need our engine. Look out! Oh shit! He gone.
Destroy enemy cruiser. Off to a great start.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
I don't have room to turn, unfortunately. This is a bit of a problem. Fuck. Well, we had a hell of a run there. Thank you very much, Rocketfish. Thanks for the double stream weekend. You gotta go. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate the support. Might as well pepper this guy before he kills us. Engine's dead again, so we're kind of stuck here. Yeah, thank you very much, Rocketfish. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a lot of damage pumping out of this thing. I've seen some obscene damage numbers from this thing. I don't play it enough to really rack up a lot of high scores on it, but the capabilities definitely are there. Now he's finally wising up and... Where's my second launcher? Oh, it's dead. Yeah, I should have been dead 2 minutes ago, but I could get complaining too much. Yeah, I mean, even HE can blow that ship up, I guess, but all you had to do is shoot that thing once with AP and hit it. And, so, I don't know, we did double our HP. Looks like the rest of the team's not doing so well. Dead strike by New Mexico Blind. Yeah. Yeah, we had a game, I don't know, 3-4 games ago where we had a juicy dev strike on a concealed ship in the smoke. Yeah, I mean, that kind of highlights the highlight and the low light of the Königsberg. Pumps out the damage like a madman, especially if you get AP shots, but, well, if you get stuck dead in the water like that broadside to a New Mexico, even if you're shooting the wrong shell, it's going to be an issue for you. Got 180 in the game, in that ship, yeah. The pieces are in place for that thing to do some damage. What else were we talking about seeing? Two captains named Hipper, yeah, that was... And two captains named Vaughn. There's a lot of mental gymnastics to keep all those guys. Dunkirk? We can try that one. Need some more points into JoJo. Oh, the biscuit. We could try the biscuit. German AP. The German AP has got the highest damage potential. Yeah, so if you can get it on target, and that's why I try and tend to buff the German AP with the builds. Yamamoto, the perk number 3, whatever it's called, punch through or whatever. Make those shells as effective as possible. I mean, you can see the damage we did on that New Mexico. It was pretty obscene in a short amount of time. Yeah, what do we got here? A lot of battleships. No destroyers again. Maybe the destroyer era is over. I don't know. Maybe the British battleships scared them all off.
Battle starts.
Love to see a Hipper game. Yeah, we could do that one. Okay, what do we got here? We got an Emerald and a New Mexico. This guy's barely moving. What's going on here? That could have been a Leander. Could have been any of those cruisers, but not really afraid of a Leander if we're pointing at him. Might as well get on sea and see if we can capture it. We still do have torpedo threats, of course, the cruisers, but it's a little less surprising. I mean, this guy, clearly, if he's behind the island, he can't torp me. These ships can't torp. These guys are doing a fairly good job angling. Oh, there's the Leander. Oh, baby. Do what I think you're going to do. Yeah, so even that ship, you can bounce those shots on the side. I was hoping he was going to turn just a little bit more, and then we could have wrecked him. These guys are all actually doing a decent job angling. That guy's not. Come on! Give me something. Alright. Oh, this fucker's trying to torp me. Surprise, surprise. Fuck you. Oh, you missed your torps, didn't you? What is this fucking guy doing? Why are you not over here? He's probably trying to flip around, this little cheeky bastard. In which case, he'll probably kill me. Let's try and ram this fucking guy. I have no idea what the torp reload is on these ships. Yeah, we're going to be pointed broadside at the guys that can kill us, I get it, but I want to see if we can ram and survive, because I haven't gotten that medal in about 8-9 months. Gotta go, David. Been a great week of streaming, or weekend. Catch you next time. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for the support. Alright, so that's kind of one way to counter what that guy was trying to do. Unfortunately, this guy should be able to kill us. Or come pretty damn close. Come on. Oh, I'm stuck. Let me see what the fuck's going on back here. I think I'm pinned between this dead ship and the island. How the hell did I manage to do that? Oh, man. I want to see what he's doing. Alright, he has nobody to shoot at. Why the fuck are you not covering your side that you spawned on? Oh my god. Alright, that should be a loss. Poor guy. Bloody donkey. Really up the damage for overpens? Nah, it's fine. I mean, people are already having enough trouble with cruisers as is. And that the overpen mechanic is like one of their main defenses. Alright, I gotta get rid of some of these stars. How many do I got left? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Had a Richelieu earlier. Let's try that one. What's up, Robert? Girlfriend just like that. Yeah, we got ourselves in a little bit of a pickle there. It's playing like it's ranked. Yeah, exactly. Fix the wonky camera. Yeah, there's certain situations where if you can't zoom, number one, I want to confirm that I was actually stuck on the island backing up. I'm pretty sure I was. But then being able to actually see the space around me, I could have maybe angled away from that. Oh well, what can you do? He has the base on lockdown, yeah, exactly. When the rest of our ships are all dead, he'll still be guarding it. Yeah, we got Jambar, Turpit, Samagi, King George, Martel. No destroyers again. Except for on our team. Huh. Having a hell of a run with no destroyers today. Respective island. Yeah, well, I think he was in New Mexico, so he's probably training. This is a losing stream. No way. I can lose a lot of games before it turns into a losing stream. I think we won probably 10 in a row, or we probably got like a 90% start. Yeah, what do we got? Bismarck, Fiji. Alright. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we don't have to worry about DDs. I can move in a little bit. These French battleships, I still think the guns start to hum at about 12 km if you can get in that range. We can use this island here to cover this flank, and then we just got to make sure we don't get flanked on this side. But we'll start spotting any ships that are trying to do that. This guy's not going to spot it, doesn't look like, which is fine. Where is everyone? How do I feel about the Asashio speed? Asashio? Hey, Jawad. None was just giving you a shout out. I mean, it's amazing if you can get it to work, but if you can't get it to work, then like the main draw, that ship is suddenly gone.
Bullseye.
Which kind of sucks when that happens.
The ship is on fire.
But yeah, if you can get those salvos to connect either, I mean, obviously if you're landing the torps or even zoning people out, you can get 16 torps, whatever it is.
Engine boost activated.
Pulled a little too far forward here, now we're getting these guys. This is what I was talking. We were trying to use this island to stop all these guys from shooting us. Come on. What the fuck is shooting me? They have an Atlanta? I don't know what that must be a Fiji. Well, that's not how to win.
The ship is on fire.
We can potentially stay alive here and reset the game. If we get burned down, there's not much we can do at this point, but I'm gonna, if these guys want to stay in the back, we're gonna move behind them. Let them take a shot or two. If I was at Amagi, I would have taken one more shot at me, even though we're angled on him.
Ship foundered.
If he could have killed us, that would have been nice for him. Alright. Do we damage Khan or not? You're an XP pinata. Yeah, that was a little too overextended, unfortunately.
Get back.
Denied. That's alright. We don't. I mean, we got this side on lockdown. Oh, god damn it. I shot. Got 2 shells going his way. But I mean, they're overloading this left-hand west side of the map, and they're pushing in pretty hard. So we're just going to try and point nose right in here next to this island. See if we can slow them down a little bit. If we can get through 2 heal cycles here, we'll turn a game that was looking pretty short into hopefully a decent game. Alright. Yeah, just kind of, even though I don't have any more light damage left to heal, it looks like, well, no, we still got a good chunk. Probably about 10k, so I want to play pretty slow here for the next minute. Just kind of try and get that health back. Unfortunately, our team is kind of... the fuck is this guy doing?
Engine boost deactivated.
Alright, so we lucked out early with the teammates, and now that luck is turning south. It's alright, though.
Set a smoke screen.
I'll set a smoke screen! That guy's broadside. I'd love to shoot him if possible. See if he can stay alive long enough. God damn it.
Much obliged, Commander. The ship is on fire.
Poked out just a smidge too far again. Ah, god damn it. That sucks. Fuck! I get that last salvo off. Eh, that didn't work. Yeah, we have to pop the reload boost and then they drop spout. It's unfortunate when it happens. What do we want to see? Hipper? Yeah, we can play the Hipper. DD's on vacation. Oh, I can play it. What do you want, a Sasha? 48 Torp Division. Yeah, I gotta check that out. That sounds pretty funny. Yeah, no, I'll put some points into Dunkirk sooner or later. I got a list. I got an order I want to upgrade them in. Set a smoke screen. I know, I kind of dick that guy over. Alright. Let's see if we can turn this frown upside down. We got here Baltimore we'd like to get rid of. 1 DD per side. Yeah, we'll see. I'm considering playing right in this gap, but there's a lot of battleships. We got no one over here that'll capture.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and set up some crossfires over here. We'll see if it works or not.
All forces, capture that area.
With the 1 DD, you gotta keep in mind, like, capturing the base is a lot harder early on.
Attention, support that target. Roger.
These guys doing. Want to see the kids misbehaving? Yeah, we could bust that out. I've had a couple of kid requests so far. This guy's turning. Just trying to let him pull. He's about to spot me in about 10 seconds, but if I can let him pull forward a little bit, we might be able to hit that broadside. With the AP, which is what I want to do. Ideally. Yeah, they all bounced. Alright, that didn't work. Worth a try. Oh. What the hell just smoked him up? So, their DD hasn't been spotted. Oh, it has been spotted, it looks like.
Fighter airborne.
Tough to tell on the map for sure. I'm pretty sure that's the destroyer. I could technically rush him / flank these guys. Maybe that's what we'll try. The problem is if I somehow get spotted, particularly by this plane that was just launched, then this guy might have eyes on me. Be able to torp me, shoot me, whatever, without me being able to get in. I can't push that smoke aggressively yet because of these ships that would have side shots. We'll see though. The guys you gotta worry about playing this side are these B spawners. And they're not yet focused on me. This guy could very easily put his attention on me pretty quick though. Give me a broadside, baby. Oh, got 2 torps apparently. Oh, he switched. Alright. So now we're in a bit of a pickle. If that John Bart ever looks at his map. Or the Vanguard.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Motherfucker.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Oh my god.
The water line. We're flooding quickly.
Jean Bart's a huge buff for the Lightning.
Solved, sir.
What you talking about, Jean Bart? Jojo? Bold move. I like to play this gap because it's interesting, but it's a very high risk play. These guys are not yet. I mean, they could kill me at any moment if they ever pull their head out of their ass. Unfortunately, I can't get the angle on these ships over here that I was trying to do. Good lord. I mean, I'd be pinging the living hell out of the map if I was that team. Bad play? Yeah. Not immune to bad plays. Yeah, the torps, I mean, it looked like they were single fire shots. Unfortunately, once I committed to stopping, I didn't think he had clearance to torp me around that spot. I thought I had stopped early enough, but apparently I was wrong. So it's not going to really matter. This game's looking pretty bad. If they can secure this side, maybe. Punk dog. Dead. And again, we're playing slow. We got the heal coming up. I mean, it's just... If you make a bad play, you get out of position, you get wrecked. You kind of got to heal up if you can. What is this? I still want to flank these guys. I think we can do it now. Go to port. 3 alpha games, take a break. Yeah, I'm probably running out of gas. Who knows? What the fuck? See if we can do some damage before we die. That guy's aiming at me, looks like. Nope. Now he fucking found me. What time is it? Took him 7 minutes to see me here. There you go. Oof. Plane? I mean, what's the plane gonna do? I can pop it since I'm gonna die. Just got shot down. Didn't really matter. We know there's no destroyer over here, so we're not trying to spot a destroyer. There's no torp threat, so we're not trying to spot or put torps out. I mean, if you know you're gonna die, you might as well launch the plane just because it'll permanently be sitting there. But this guy's close enough to shoot it down 2 seconds after. So, you know, it didn't really matter if I launched it or not. This is gonna go wrong. I told you when I played the play it was a high-risk position. Shouldn't have been too surprising. Oh, lightning with Vian. Here's something I've been testing. My original goal was to get him up to 15, but with the armor changes, I'm going to have to divert the resources. But I think this should be a pretty good build. Launch the escape pod. Yeah. Bold move. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. I mean, the problem with that position is normally those guys that spawn behind B, they tend to go towards the west. That people like to play that open water. I think it's A, point A. And so if you're there and you get the guys coming from your left and right, then you can't turn around at that point. You're kind of stuck. Even though they didn't counter it by their positions, I kind of overextended, obviously, and got owned by that Fiji or whatever it was. So, can't win them all, unfortunately. Got Akatsuki Fletcher, Belfast, we got to be wary of that one. Alright, let's try it out. What's up, Sir Nordic? Sir Nordic? Love to see me play a DD. I mean, I like playing DDs. They take a little bit more attention, which makes them harder to play on stream, but sometimes they work for me.
Concentrate fire on the
Go low T. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe I just need to put some nicotine in my blood. Alright, Hipper, we don't want to get too close to that either. That's got good sonar. Oh, crap. Wish I would have had that aimed a little earlier. I'm still going to torp this gap. A lot of... It's a smarter gap to try and attack. The ship might slow down, get hit, but I'm more concerned about any DD that's trying to get on A. There he is right there, so... It's alright. If he's shot, then that means we're not responsible for spotting him anymore. I.e., the ships around me can spot him just as well as I can. So we can pop that smoke, no problem there. And it's a quick game for the Fletcher. Just make sure he didn't torp. Now here's this guy, he's trying to support his dude, so now those torps in the gap could be... Oh! They could come into play here. Oh, shit. I have to keep backing up. I got him with one, that's fine. He just shot, so I can take a couple shots here. Frankly, by the time he's reloaded, that smoke should be about ready to go again. Look at this little sneaky son of a bitch. I'm not committing to killing this guy, but if we can wound him and not get torped. Come on, what are you doing? That'd be nice. Yeah, we kind of just need to reset the situation here. I gotta get out of the smoke before we eat the torps. Gato's dead right when we torp him, that's fine. Now the dude doesn't have anyone covering him, so we can just take these shots without a whole lot of fear. Come on. I thought this cloud slash dead body was that Akatsuki for a second. But he's still going. Now I think he's probably up on his torp reload, so we're going to change angles, positions from where he last spotted us, just in case he tries to torp. I don't think I can stop him from getting B without being too aggressive. Let's see, who did torp? Yeah, I see the destroyer, but I want to get these off just in case we die. Must have just poked his head out or something. Everyone's dead on A except for that hipper. Where is this guy? How the fuck can he see me and I can't see him? Oh my god.
Dead ahead. Critical engine damage.
Motherfucker. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for me. I'm getting a little ticked off here. Lightning best destroyer in the game? Yeah. You can definitely make that case. I don't know if it... Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I was getting spotted there, unless I was missing something on the map. But what was that? The Akatsuki. What's my build on this? Oh, I don't have a concealment build. Oh, I got this thing on here. Okay, good to know. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to get outspotted like that. Yeah, they're saying yes. I mean, you can definitely make the case. It's definitely, I'd say it's probably the best tier 7. And then you You can extrapolate from there. Anyway, yeah, we're kind of going downhill. Maybe I'm getting hungry. Need a Kit Kat or something. But that's going to do it for me. Appreciate everyone hanging out for both days, if you're here both days, or just today if you're here today. A lot of fun for me. C-23, yeah. That's a damn good ship, too. Now I'm dead. I'm not going to apologize for that play. I think I was playing out alright. Let's just see what we want. Well, I think we did all the missions, right? How the fuck did I not get this done? Apparently we're not doing any damage today. Alright, guys. Appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of the weekend. We'll see you next time. Alright, peace.